Hi, Dorothea Hendriks here, your coach in public speaking and in presentation skills. In today's video, we're going to look at 9 public speaking mistakes. 9 public speaking mistakes that speakers sometimes make when they're delivering a presentation or a talk. These mistakes can interfere with the speaker's message, interfere with the speaker's credibility, and interfere with the connection the speaker wants to make with the audience. So, what are these 9 public speaking mistakes? Mistake number 1, starting too quickly. The audience needs time to get settled. Give them time to get settled. And once they're settled, then they give the speaker 100% of their attention. If as a presenter, as a speaker, you start too quickly, the chances are high that the audience will miss the message that you're introducing, and they'll miss why it's important for them to be listening to you give this presentation. Mistake number 2, reading word for word. Make eye contact with your audience. We've all heard that before. Make eye contact with your audience. Not only is it important if you want to build connection that you need to be looking at your audience, but when you're looking at your audience, you can gauge their interest. You can see how they're responding to the information that you're giving them. And you can see if there's a dip in the response, where you need to make an adjustment in your talk, in your presentation. Don't read slide after slide or note after note or whatever you've got on your computer screen. How can you possibly make adjustments to suit your audience if you're reading word for word? Oh, mistake number 2. Mistake number 3, not having clear organization. So important as the presenter. As a presenter, you have so much information. In fact, you're the expert, so you probably have enormous amounts of information tucked under your belt. It's not important that you give all this information at this particular time. What is important is for your audience to receive what they need for them. And the audience will receive and act on the information if it's clearly organized, clearly put together. So know your message, know the points you're going to use to support your message, and how you're going to wrap up your presentation. It's not the information that's important, but it's how you organize the information for the audience to receive it, understand it, and do something with it. Mistake number 4, ending with the Q&A, the question and answer session. Oh, I know a number of you have heard me rant on this before, but ask yourself, what's the purpose of your presentation? If the purpose of your presentation is to have a question and answer session, and if that's the main purpose, hey, then by all means, go for it. But if your purpose for giving this presentation is to present a particular message on a company policy, a product, a service, a new legislation, the budget, or an idea, then that's what you want to end on, because people remember the last things they hear. And if your last thing is a message and you want people to act on that message, that's not a Q&A, then give people the message when you wrap up, when you finish. Number five, beginning or ending too weak. Beginning or ending too weak. So important that you engage your audience right from the get-go with a powerful opening. Arouse their curiosity, get their attention, do something that brings them to the edge of their seats. And this just isn't important when you're giving a presentation at a convention or a special event. It's important in your work environment. In fact, probably more important in your work environment that you get the attention. You give people something that just basically jolts them out of their seat and gets them to pay attention to you. Because when you've got people coming from whatever it is that they're working on in your work environment, they have to leave a project that they're working on. They have to go and forget about the quota that they're working on, the calls they need to make, because they have to give their attention to you, the speaker. So make it worth their while. Give them something to focus on. Start strong. End strong. Because when they had to slice a space for you, the presenter, in their head when they came in, because it was all full before they walked through the door, but now they have to open up a space for you, make it worth their while. Mistake number 6, not repeating your point. Repetition, repetition, repetition is key to helping people build understanding, not only hearing, but building understanding. It's not just enough to get the attention. You want to hold it as well. And you need to be intentional about it. So repeat your message, repeat your key points, repeat why this is important for the audience and why it's important for them to do the action you want them to take. Effective repetition of your material makes it easier for your audience to process, makes it easier for your audience to accept, and makes it easier for your audience to remember what you're talking about. So not repeating your point is mistake number 6. Number 7, lack of clarity. Sometimes people are asked, well, what's your message? What is it you want people to walk away with? And instead of getting just a few words, you get a paragraph. When you're giving a paragraph of what you're talking about as your point, you don't know what you're talking about. You're not clear enough. You need to be clear on your message. You need to be able to say, my message is, yeah, 10 words, 15 words max. My message is. The shorter you've got it, the shorter you can put it into words, a sentence, the clearer it is, the more concise it is. Or I want my audience to think, do, or feel when I am finished giving my presentation. What is it you want them to think, do, or feel when you are finished? 10 words or less. 10 words or less. Be clear. If you aren't clear on your purpose, on your objective, then you can't expect your audience to be clear either. Mistake number 8, failing to include your audience. So what does this mean? It means that we need to be aware of using pronouns, personal pronouns, like us, we, our, or your, you, which is, I read somewhere, the most important word in the universe where people like to hear about you, than talking about them. Include your audience. And if appropriate, you can use phrases such as everyone here, all of us, each of us, where appropriate. Make sure you use pronouns to include, be inclusive when you're giving a presentation. And of course, number 9, information overload. Again, as I said earlier, you're the speaker. You have an enormous amount of information. However, it's not important that your audience know everything you know. They need to know what they need to know at this particular time for the message that you're leaving them with, the message that you're presenting, the points that you're talking on. If you give more information, in fact, the broader your content, because you want to share so much, the more choices you're giving your audience, the more chances they have to go focusing off in different directions. You don't want that. As a presenter, you have a message. You want your audience to stay focused on that message. And it's your job as the presenter to control what the audience walks away with. So to recap these 9 public speaking mistakes that I know no one out there will do, these mistakes that you want to avoid, starting too quickly. Number 1, mistake number 2, reading word for word. Mistake number 3, not having clear organization. Mistake number 4, ending with a Q&A. Mistake number 5, beginning or ending too weak, beginning your presentation or ending the presentation too weak. Mistake number 6, not repeating your point. Mistake number 7, lack of clarity. Mistake number 8, failing to include your audience. And mistake number 9, information overload, giving your audience too much information, which provides them with too many choices. You want them to stay focused. Until next time, this is Dorothea Hendriks wishing you mountains of success.